I'd like to acknowledge also our Municipal Administrator, Attorney Raj. Si Mayor at saka si Ma'am Ninya nasa loob. Sige, mamaya we'll ask her, them to give special message. But today, we are here and privileged because you will learn another technique again on how you prepare yourselves in our pageant. So, we are privileged because two of the great clubs in Toastmasters International are here to share their knowledge, particularly in how you can communicate. But before that, I'd like to give, I call our president, the local council for women, to give a special welcome address to everyone.
Thank you, Ate Ayan. Hi girls, how are you? Are you excited? Less than one more week to go. It's the pre-pageant. So I'm really happy for the progress you guys have made. I could see the transformation. So keep it up. I hope that this doesn't stop after the pageant. I hope forever na itong nagawa namin for you guys. Sana marami kayong natutunan from us na ma-apply nyo later on in life. So, congratulations. You guys are winners na already. So, give yourselves a round of applause. Tama na kayo sa laki ng ganyan. So, God bless. And thank you po. Thank you, Ate Ayan, for inviting the Toastmasters of Manila and Dagupan here of Ortigas and Dagupan to help our girls improve their skills and communication more. So, sana matuto kayo. Para sa inyo talaga to. So, thank you so much and welcome everyone. Enjoy today.
Thank you to Ms. Ninya. May we also ask our mamitas to join? Please. Fill up the gaps of all these chairs. Who else? Mamita. Arlene, sino pa mga mamita na present? Tita Glo, I don't know if she's coming. Okay. So, as I mentioned, you are here because we want to give a good skill in communications. And I know that you are preparing for this pageant, and one of the things that we want you to prepare for is your communication skills. Even after this contest or this competition, you will bring this as you go back to your school, to go back to your profession, and you can apply this to your daily living. You know, in Toastmasters, this is very important for us because this is a self-development skill that we are practicing even up to this time, even if we are also already professionals. But today, we are privileged because we have invited two clubs of the Toastmasters. So what is Toastmasters International? It is a non-profit, non-government organization that is into the public speaking. So we learn how to communicate, and aside from that, there is also leadership. So we hope that you can bring whatever lessons that you will take here today, and as we progress, we want you to adapt what we have, what we will be learning. And today, I'd like, before we proceed with the main training, I'd like to acknowledge the people behind the Toastmasters International who will be coaching you for today. So, I'd like to ask first the first club, Ortigas Center Toastmasters Club, to introduce yourself here in front of all. Maybe you can say your name, your profession, and your norm or what is your club and what are you doing. A question and answer please. Okay, when we start with our senior lovely Toastmaster Tools.
Morning. I was just checking if you know the time. Yeah, my friends call me Toots. I'm from the Republic of Nagashita. Sa Bicol yun, Naga City. No. And I'm here because I'm not in Manila. seryoso pa ako. No? Now, because of the invitation of Director Jimmy Sibauco and President Ian Garcia, Mikel and I were enthused to learn that there's this event happening not just for the most beautiful faces in Bayambang, but also for the most beautiful projects in Bayambang, spearheaded by the best mayor of Bayambang. This year, wala namang ibang mayor dito eh. Si Mayor Kiambao na. Now, we will get to know more about what we'd like for you to have later. But for now, my friends call me Toots. I'm a district officer. I'm district logistics manager. And I'm with Toastmasters. I'm a president with the past. Past president lang ibig sabihin. I'm an area director with the past. And because we're friends now, my name is Toots de la Torre, but because we're friends now, you can just call me anytime. Oh, yun lang naman. Yun lang.
Okay, we will request Toastmaster Mikel.
Hello, good morning with mga Binibining Bayambang candidates. My name is Mikel Roteche. I am with Ortigas Center Toastmasters. I'm the Vice President of Education of the club. And what I do for a living, I work as a brand auditor in a bank, in a commercial bank. Union Bank na lang, sige. Anyway, so yes, I am a Filipino, though I don't look like it. So, I'm actually my city where I'm born and raised really is Cebu. So I'm fluent in Visaya as well. And since I've been pretty much brought up in the Philippines, I speak Tagalog as well. And English, well, yes, English, I speak that. So, there you go. So looking forward to this afternoon's experience with you guys.
Okay, good afternoon everybody. I am DTM. What's DTM? I'm the driver of Toastmasters. Ako nag-drive lagi sa dito. Okay, if you notice the Ortigas Center Toastmasters Club is may Bombay. Bombay ba? Paramo. May Spanish. Ako ay Japanese. Hindi, depende sa bansa. If I'm in China, I'm a Chinese. But right now, I'm a Filipino because I am in Bayambang. Okay, my name is Jaime Sibauco, Jimmy Sibauco. We are also one of the consultants of the mayor. Tapos, my position right now is very simple. Standing po. Okay, so I am the immediate past division director of Division A, which is one of the biggest division in Toastmasters Philippines. So the gentlemen here, including Miss Ian, we belong to that Division A. So what can I say? What is my business? Or we're consultants, and of course we look forward in making you better. Okay, not bitter, better. Okay, thank you.
Okay. So, there you meet the Ortigas Center Toastmasters Club. If you notice, they say, I'm the president. Yes, I am the president of Ortigas Center Toastmasters Club. That's the organization that we are in, and that's why we are here, because we want to share our knowledge in our communication skills with you. And today, we're also privileged to have here the Toastmasters Club of Metro Dagupan. So I'd like to start calling our past president, Toastmasters Sam.
Good afternoon, ladies. My name is Samuel Balaganas. I'm a resident of San Julian, Malasipin, nearby town. I'm a member of Metro Dagupan Toastmasters Club. I'm serving now as a Vice President for Education. I'm glad that I have been invited by Toastmaster team to help you in this effort to give a training on Q&A. So, at this early, I wish you the best. Sana manalo kayo lahat, okay?
Next, Toastmaster Rice.
Hello, good afternoon, ladies. I am Rice Palaganas. It is spelled as R-H-Y-S. No vowels, interesting. Not R-I-C-E, but call me Bahaw, huh? I am 20 years old. Oh, so you saw your face is 20 years old.
I thought you were 19.
Plus one. I'm a student at the University of the Philippines, taking up business management. I will later be your facilitator in the first part of the program. Now, you ladies, you need to work your mind. Be smart. That's what I expect of you later on. Will you do that for me? Yes. Okay.
Alright. Can we have
Good afternoon. Ako po ay ampo ng Bayambang. Dahil ako po ay livelihood trainer ng kasama kita sa Barangay Foundation ng ating Mayor Cesar Tumong. Palakpak po! Ako po ay member ng Toastmasters Metro Dagupan since 2010 and I'm proud to be part of this occasion. Ang ina-expect namin, just do your best and magagaling ang inyong mga mentor. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ayet. Good afternoon, ladies. Good afternoon, Toastmaster Club of Ortigas. Oh, Ate, you're there. You'll be the next.
Adopted sa Ortigas.
Are you nervous? No, you should not, because that's our agenda this afternoon. That you should release your nervousness and you should learn how to think on your own feet when you are going to get your question without any preparation at all. I'm Toastmaster Wendico, the Charter President of the Metro Dagupan Toastmasters Club. I've been a Toastmaster also of the La Union Executive Toastmasters Club and Baguio Professionals Toastmasters Club. So I love Toastmasters Club. I love Toastmastering. I have been a Toastmaster member since 1993. Can you still?
But you were 12 years old at that time.
Yeah, I was still young. I would attribute very much my current career advancement that I am the Provincial Environment and Natural Resources Officer for the province of Pangasinan. It's because one of the reasons, main reasons, is I am a Toastmaster member. So if you want to achieve further in your career, join the Toastmasters Club International. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much. As for Pai.
Good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon, Toastmaster Ortigas. You're welcome here. And Toastmaster Dagupan. I am Pines Marine. I am a member of Toastmaster Dagupan. I'm the Vice President of Chamber of Commerce of Dagupan. Ang daming organization. Anyway, ano ba pa? Ang i-advise lang namin sa inyo is be yourself as a candidate and, give your best shot. And we are here to mentor you. We are here to give you the best answer, the question, or whatever we could, give an advice para sa ganun manalo kayo. Okay? So that's it. Thank you.
Do we have a choir?
Good afternoon, Mark Ivan from the Toastmasters Club. I'm not comfortable with my mother talk now. Which you would eventually have to develop having your own voice by having what's inside. Voice comes from inside you. So that's what we would inspire you to do. Take out what's inside. Not what people can see, but what's inside. So hopefully we could be inspired to be better. You're already good. We want you to be better. Nothing more.
Miss Kathy. President Kathy.
Well, I have to say, give a clap to the Dagupan Toastmasters Club. And I'm not right. Because I don't know how, when I was listening to them, I was really impressed. It really sounded very good. And I hope those contestants will be doing well as we are. Join the club. Okay, that's it.
Hi girls, good afternoon. I'm Charlene Ramirez. I used to be a marketing professional. I'm into car sales. So this afternoon we will be learning a lot with Toastmasters Club. So hoping that we can use everything that we will be learning, not only in the upcoming pageant, but in our future endeavor as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Ortigas Center Toastmasters Club and the Toastmasters Club of Metro Dagupan. So these are the people behind the communication skills training today. They will be mentoring you, facilitating and evaluating. What is nice about Toastmasters International is when you conduct or you do a speech, you will be given right away immediate feedback. So today, once you are given the opportunity to speak in front, you will receive constructive feedback right away. But of course, we would just make you feel relaxed first because it seems you're so tight. Relax. What did Toastmaster, Miss Evangeline Pascual is also a Toastmaster. She belongs to she belongs to the premier or the first club here in the Philippines. So that's why she conducts also very fluently in communications because the Toastmasters has helped her also. So maybe you can breathe in, breathe out. Again, breathe in, breathe out. So today, as we start, I'd like to call now Toastmaster Tina to give you some energizer before we start our meeting.
Thank you. Pag Toastmaster na kayo, nakikipagkamay bago abutin yung ating microphone. Before we start, papatanggal ng nervyos. Everybody stand up, pati ang mga mamita, and lahat po na nandito. Okay, just stand straight. Open your arms. Tumingin na diretso. Hingaw malalim. Take a deep breath. Breath in. Breath out. Okay. Again. Breath in. Breath out. Last. Yung last mas malakas. Okay? Ilabas lang nervyos. 1, 2, 3, go! Breath in! Okay, pakibunot ang dalawang kamay. Shake your hands, everybody. Shake, shake, shake. And then up. Up, up, up. Okay, down. Last. Mas maganda po ito. Open your arms. Close your palm. Okay, and then the 4 fingers. Grip. Rotate. And then reverse. Kailangan ito lang yung gumagalaw, hindi po yung buo. Again, girls. Open. Palm close. Close. Okay, ikot papasok. Reverse. And open. Okay? Everybody, pumalakpak ng isang bagsak sabay-sabay. Go! Okay. Dalawang bagsak. Okay. And last, just open your legs. Okay. Hawakan ng tummy. Hindi na tayo malalim. This is the ground and center of the body para makakuha tayo ng mas magandang energy. Okay. Take a deep breath. Breath in. Breath out. And last, breath in. Breath out. Okay. Palakpakan yung sarili nyo. Pagpapasay. Okay, thank you very much and good afternoon.
Okay. So today, our first module is something that I'm sure you've done. But for this time, you will be evaluated. Okay? So, to give you what is in the module 1 is Toastmaster Rice. He introduced himself to you this few minutes ago. He is 20 years old, a gentleman from the nearby town of Malisique, graduate of the Philippine Science High School, graduating student of the University of the Philippines taking up business management and a member of the UP Chorale, a vice president of the Dagupan Toastmasters Club and a member of Angeles City Toastmasters Club. To give you our first module, please welcome Toastmaster Rice.
Oh, I'm back. Nandito na naman ako. So basically what I'm going to give you is we have a manual in Toastmasters consisting of 10 parts. Each part is getting more difficult. Now, on our part, we will give you a crash course on how to be a competent communicator. For me, it took me 5 months just to get a CC norm. CC means competent communicator. You will get it probably in 6 hours. Ang daya na niyo. So we have the program outline, general training, and the experiential session. But first, a mind-boggling activity, the icebreaker. What do you mean by icebreaker? Tagakuskus doon sa halo-halo. Yun ba yan? This is the first speech in Toastmasters. It aims to introduce yourself and begin to conquer the fear of speaking in front of a group. In Toastmasters, we learn by doing, which means you will stand here in front later on and introduce yourself. As said earlier, you will be evaluated and provide a baseline. The baseline is your standard today. The direction is only up. You must not go down. That's why we're here. We need to improve your communication skills. We're not saying it is bad. We're saying is we need to develop it further. But before we go to the activity, the tips and techniques for icebreaker. First, Toastmasters is around you. Ask for help. Second, practice helps. Practice, practice, practice. Don't practice in your head. You need to stand up, pretend that you are in front of an audience, and deliver. Third is timing. In icebreaker, later on you will have a minute or two to deliver your speech. You have to be time conscious. Fourth is, of course, since this is the first speech you're going to deliver, we will allow you to use notes. Fifth, don't expect to be Winston Churchill. You know Winston Churchill? He's a great speaker in Great Britain during the World War II. Speak up and slow down, which means I know that this is your first speech, you're getting nervous, and you want to finish your speech immediately. That's why you're speaking so fast, like what I'm doing right now. No, you need to slow down so the people can understand what you're trying to say. Seventh, humor reduces nervousness. If you're laughing, probably we'll be laughing too, and we will be comfortable with what you're saying. And the last is, do not apologize that you're nervous, that you don't understand a thing. It drives your image down. Topic ideas include, first is chronological, nung bata ka pa, up to where you are now. Stay where you don't have to stay who your mother is, who your father is. We don't need those kinds of details. Probably we will forget them soon. Unimportant is common thread. What common thread means is, for example, I would like to use the object peanut butter and connect it to every life event I have. When I was a child, I enjoyed peanut butter. For me, eating up peanut butter up to grade school and high school became a life for me. Peanut butter was my everything. But when I soared through college, peanut butter was my business. Peanut butter from beginning and peanut butter up to end. That is common thread. Now it's your turn, ladies. All candidates, yes, all of you, di kayo takas na yan. We'll have 1 to 2 minutes, and you will be graded by 4 evaluators. Request a pen and paper. So girls, this is your first speech. Introduce yourself. Put your best foot forward. Isn't it? Put your best foot forward. What makes you unique? What makes you you? So I'm giving you 1 to 2 minutes to compose a speech.
So 1:30 to 1:30.
You have a minute left. Thirty seconds. Twenty seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, hands down. Kapag sinabi ng teacher, pass your paper, pass your paper. Finish or not finish, pass your paper. And let's put them aside. When you're going to deliver icebreaker speech, first you'll be nervous. You will look around, stare, look at the ceiling, look at the floor. Eye contact. Eye contact is important, especially the judges. Never mind the crowd a bit. The important is the judges. Now we have a signaling device we use in Toastmasters. You can see this: green, yellow, red. When the green light turns on, you already past 1 minute. 1 minute 30 seconds. Yellow. And as much as possible, do not, when you deliver, do not make it to the red light, which is 2 minutes, which means you have to wrap it up fast. Beyond 2 minutes is too long already. So may I ask a volunteer from Metro Dagupan Toastmasters Club to please enumerate a number? Who will be first blood? Sir Juan? And number 5. Who's candidate number 5? Please give your hands to candidate number 5.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. I am Veronica Paas, 22 years of age, representing Barangay San Vicente, and standing in front of you is my weakness, and pretending that I'm not nervous is my strength. And I graduated Bachelor of Elementary Education at Pangasinan State University, Bayambang. And I'm now teaching elementary in Villasis, Pangasinan.
Candidate number 5, thank you very much for your icebreaker speech. I will proceed to the immediate peer evaluation.
Good morning. Is it working? Hello, contestant number 5. Your strength is your voice. It's very clear. And you couldn't see nervousness on your voice. What I noticed was the way when you were talking, most of the time you were looking at the judges. Okay? When you finally go to the stage, you may look at the judges, but don't spend too much time looking at them. Okay? Don't focus your sight on just one person. Other than that, you are a very good one. There was this moment that you went black out. Yes, just not try to give a signal to the then in the MC that you're not. Congratulations again.
A reminder to the candidates. What you receive from the evaluators, please treat them as positive instruction. Okay. Toastmaster required. Another number, please. Candidate number 6. Step forward.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir and ma'am, and to my co-candidates. My name is Bianca Marie Solomon Bagurigan, 20 years of age, from Zone 5 Barangay Zone 5, Pangasinan. So I am a teacher of International Supplemental Program, which is an I-level, and I teaches math and English. And another thing that I teach is about special child. And another one is I like to share some happy thoughts to my co-candidates. And that's it.
Your evaluation from Toastmaster required.
Number 6. I noticed that you were moving the mic to right. It's okay, as long as you don't put your pocket or your lap. So you have a good movement, although you're standing there. You have nice eye contact with them. Maybe what you could do to improve is not look at the floor, because there's no one there looking at you. Don't look at the ceiling. If you're thinking, try to change where you're looking at, just to look for what you're thinking. And if you're done, you can just take the MC or the modulator to simply him that you're overall you did well.
Thank you, Toastmaster required. Candidate number 1, please step forward.
Good afternoon. Ursel Caragal Lorenzo, 16, a junior high school.
Hello, candidate number 1, Ursel, right? So, although it's difficult really standing up in front of a group, especially during your competition night. So try to just, my suggestion, is coming up in front of you is not easy. So we got to know you in terms of your name, what you're a student, and your course note. Maybe you can in the future try not to stop yourself, but really trying to expand maybe what your hobbies are. Just expand a little more on getting to know more about, letting us know and your fellow candidates more about yourself, sharing with us, and something that hopefully you can maybe in the next time you're given this type of exercise, really opening more of your likes, sharing with us what makes you happy. So again, I try to if I can give you tips, maybe you can in front of your house, with your parents, with your brothers, sisters, your neighbors. Try to talk to them. Try to be more talk with them in terms of and maybe so slowly you will get more comfortable, talking with the group and maybe expanding a bit, because I believe the competition is around 30 seconds. You're allowed 30 seconds to answer the question. So try to practice in front of your parents or in front of your neighbors and friends, and get the hesitation communicating in front of try to break. But again, I'm positive that you're able to do that with practice, in spite of the what short time you have before your competition. So I'm very hopeful that you can do it if you again, just you can practice more about it. Don't be afraid. So congratulations, guys.
Contestant number 2, please step forward.
Good afternoon to all of you. My name is Kaylee Garcia and I'm 17 years old. I'm a senior high school student from the Island University. I'm taking humanities and social sciences. One of my fear is public speaking and I'm here just to learn. Thank you. That's
To be evaluated by the stunning shoes.
Okay. What's your nickname? Kay. Kay. You know, what I like about you when you came here after you fumbled with the microphone, never mind if that happens sa inyo, it would be a good idea if you can just raise your voice, but it would help if you let technology work for you. That's why I was glad that the MC had the presence of mind to give you the microphone. Now, what did I like about your icebreaker? First, you have that one asset which judges look for. And what is that? Ask me what? You were smiling. Wow. Yeah. You know, when you smile, the world becomes a better place. Amen? Okay, what else? Tulad nito, nawala yung mic. Yun. Now, nawala pa yan. Now, what else did I like? You were following some of the secrets of very good reporters. What they do, they ask these basic questions. Who, what, where, when, how, and why. If you answer some of those questions, those big 6 yun, ha? 4 na W, 5 W, and 1 how, 1 H. So who, what, when, where, why, and how. Okay? You were able to answer the who. I am, I study, then you mentioned your course. That's good. Now, if you can sing it, yung advocacy, which you did, my fear is speaking in front of an audience, and I want to learn to gain the confidence to speak. You were able to show us a little bit more about yourself. And that is creating intimacy with your audience. When you're able to say something about yourself, then your audience will fall in love with you. Amen? Amen. But you'll have to choose lang. But if they fall in love with you, you just choose one. Why do marriages, where some marriages fail? Ask me why. Why? Because the bride does not marry the best man. Tama na yan.
Three. Candidate number 3.
Okay, good afternoon. When I was 4 or 5, I almost slashed off my chin into 2 by an accident. And my dad's worried much that I may not be able to become a beauty queen, ironically. Well, at that time, while growing up, I have this constant pressure within myself that I need to fulfill. However, that pressure doesn't just reside with the people around me. Instead, it is the pressure for me to stand within my conviction and to fulfill the dreams that I have. Now, last year, I joined beauty pageant. However, 2 years ago, my dad passed away. He is my strength as well as my weakness. Now, I'm Nika Abigail Corpus, taking Bachelor of Arts major in Political Science at St. Louis, Baguio. I'm 20 years old and I'm here standing in front of you to fulfill another pressure again. Not just the people around me, but a pressure to myself that I need to live in, that I need to dwell. Because I do believe that my dreams or the pressures that I'm feeling can harness into something that is positive, that can give me a lifelong lesson that my dad had taught me perhaps 4 years or 5 years from now. So yeah, that's it. I'm Nika, 20 years old, from San Gabriel 2nd, Bayambang, Pangasinan.
Hello, Nika. You did a very good presentation of yourself by telling your story about yourself, and in delivering a speech, when you are going to relate a story that is your own experience, then nobody can contest that. And because you are the authority of that kind of your story, of your self-experience. So that's a very good introduction in delivering a speech. And you have a good voice. I did not feel or sense that you are nervous. But one thing that I would like to give to you as an advice when you are delivering a speech, please don't put your hands like that. Or if you are wearing a slacks, perhaps don't put it in your pocket. That would diminish your credibility as a speaker, or the way you're being so smart in delivering a speech. On the overall, I like the way you have delivered your self-introduction this afternoon. Good luck, Nika.
So, hello everyone. My name is Paula Jean A. Bugarin. I'm 22 years old, representing Ross Magsaysay, and I graduated from Pangasinan State University here in Bayambang, taking up Bachelor of Secondary Education. And dancing is my passion. That is why I really love to join dance contests up to this year in college year, and I became one of the member of the great dance troupe here in Bayambang, and we call here Matalunggari Dance Troupe, which represent Bayambang in national all over Philippines. Thank you.
Good afternoon, contestant number 4. Again, you are very confident. You're very confident. I like the way you contribute your information. We came to know you better. I just wish that you spoke it more in length, longer. My only point that I want to recommend is, I notice again, there are several of you who have done this offer, that your body is always slanted towards the judges. Okay? Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. Look at the audience in whole. Okay? Look at the audience. The judges are the small part of the audience. So this should not control you. The judges will appreciate the fact that sometimes you are not looking at them. Okay? So don't be conscious about the judges.
Candidate number 7. 8.
So I am Maria Liza Alvindia. I am from Maliwer. I am 18 years old. I am a college student from in BSU Bayambang. I am taking up Bachelor of Arts in English Language. My course is more on public speaking, so I am trying to improve myself. And I am the eldest sister of my siblings. So when my parents are not at home, I am taking care of my siblings.
Number 8. This is for everybody. When you talk, you need to use your hand to give emphasis. Okay? You know what magicians do when they do that? Because they're doing something else to hide it. They want attention here, so you won't see, hindi mo nakita yung tinatago. A while ago, your hands was fidgety here. Yun ang napansin ko. So try to calm down, breathing exercise, keep your thoughts in motion, and try to use your hand, not just there, na parang ikaw na nakasampay lang. Use it to give emphasis. Mine, yours, there. It will help them feel it. And when you talk about yourself, you're sharing yourself. You're making them feel that you're opening up to them, which is good.
Number 9. Please come. 10. 11. 12. Going once, going twice, going thrice. So, 13.
Hi, good day everyone. This is Amiriel Bautista from Bayambang, of course. I'm 19 years old. I'm currently taking mass communication at Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Muntinlupa. What made me choose that course is simply because I want to be the next Miss Karen Davila. Simple as that. Yeah. What do you call this? Well, I'm a half Israeli, half Moroccan, half Filipino, of course, as well. And if you're going to ask me what made me join this competition, is simply because I want to make my barangay proud. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Right? Candidate number 13. So, definitely from what you're showcasing in front, you're very confident, but you're already very confident in speaking in front. And we really got to know more about where you're from, even your ethnicity, your Afro, and your Filipina. So, it was really very well done. Being a mass comm major is something really that helped you speaking in front. So very good job. So if I can give you something that you can improve, I guess something is your stances. I think in the competition, you'll be, of course, you'll be in front of the group, they'll also beside you. So I'm mentioning you're like doing this, so your stance. So just try to relax, just try to even up your standing, and just try to talk naturally, like how you did. But it's really very good. We got to know more about you, so congratulations.
14.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kimberly Maragman from San Vicente, 24 years of age, and I'm a certified public accountant. I'm not good in English and public speaking, but I love to sing. Since I was grade 3, I used to sing, and from then, my life centers and became meaningful because of this passion. I sing praises and worship God through this God-given talent, and now I'm in front of you, so excited to showcase what I have. Thank you.
Your number 14, Kimberly. You know, Kimberly, your strengths are this, and this it will go to all of you. You know what? When you're speaking in front of an audience, it's not any different from talking with somebody across the coffee table. So how do you talk to somebody across the coffee table? You talk in a conversational manner. You know, it's not like you're delivering an elocution speech. You know, you try to do that and you're talking to somebody across the coffee table, baka i-post nila yung kapis mo. So, you know what the technique is to bring that aura, that confidence, talking in a conversational manner from the coffee table to right here. And that, Kimberly, you were able to do. You spoke in a conversational manner. I didn't see any nervousness, even if you're nervous, like me, my knees are shaking. But you don't notice it until I told you. But actually, you don't have to tell anybody that you're nervous. Like what you did, Kimberly, you spoke about yourself, you spoke about singing praises to your God, their God, my God too. And because you were able to say something that relates to your audience, you are able to establish rapport. Okay? So, that will go to all of you. Speak in a conversational manner, and you'll be okay. Instead of saying, I am Miss Suriname, I am from you're like the But because you are able to speak in a conversational manner, it's so comfortable, and the audience will feel that. Let's give a big round of applause.
Candidate number 15.
Hi. I am Angelus Arenas Ferrer. I am 24 from Zone 5 Bayambang. I am a teacher and I graduated at Pangasinan State University Bayambang campus. When I was little, I always stand in a mirror and pretend that I am a beauty queen. When I was 17, I tried to make that dream come true, but I did not win. But I believe that it's not about winning or losing, it's how you play the game. That's why I am standing again in front, not of a mirror, but in front of you people, to show that I am here again and prove to myself that I can make that dream come true. That's all, thank you.
Candidate number 15, Angelos. Maybe your mother praised 6 o'clock when she was carrying you in her womb. Angelos, I sense that you are already a seasoned candidate for beauty pageant. You have a clear voice and you exude confidence. You display that you are already attuned to this contest. So I think that you can make it. But something that I would like to tell you, ladies, because I have been a judge, beauty pageant judge in the municipality of Limen for 5 times already, and 1 time in Manasipre, 1 time in the Miss Earth International. So, as a judge, during the question and answer portion, what we always want to hear is the main point of your idea and how you are going to support that. How you are going to develop that topic that the question that you have. So, the meat of your answer is always the factor or the main consideration that we give bigger point when you are answering a question and answer. And I think it would be better if you would avoid telling you people that phrase. Please avoid that. My dear audience, my dear townmates, because you are from this town, so you would say, my dear townmates, my beloved townmates, like that. Okay? So that's it. Congratulations and good luck.
Candidate number 16.
Good afternoon to each and everyone. I am Rayan Claire Nunez Magno, 21 years old. I live in MH Pilar, Bayambang, Pangasinan. I am a graduate of Bachelor of Arts in Communication at St. Louis University, Baguio City. I would like to become a successful broadcaster someday because I would like to deliver the information that the people need to know by not having any fear of being threatened by anybody who has the power to do it. And I want to serve as a vanguard of truth who is fearless, responsible, incredible broadcaster. This is actually my first time to join a beauty pageant, but I believe that every professional was once an amateur, and every expert was once a beginner. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Miss Magno. I like your confidence. You have a very good smile. You have a very good voice also. But one thing I like about you is you focus on one topic and you elaborate it. If you notice, some of you're just saying, I'm from this place, I am this place, I am always, it's always active sentence, okay? I am this, it's a lot of topic. And you're not trying to elaborate. You're just one-liner. That's what we call it. But in your case, you're saying you want to be a reporter because you want to become a vanguard of truth, and you added 2 or 3 sentences more. And that's a good elaboration. Try to avoid being a one-liner person, otherwise you will not impress the judges.
Candidate number 17.
So, good afternoon. I am Luis Ansi Caliplim. I am studying at University of Pangasinan Filma, taking up Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, majored in marketing. So, I am a person who is trustworthy and highly determined. I am a positive person, and I also love to sing and to dance. I want to become a singer and a model, and I also love to socialize with other people, especially to the children. That's
Louis Ann, good afternoon. Who among you here have seen Die Beautiful? In the movie, the contestants were all professional contestants. They joined every town contest they could join. They memorized lines. Okay? Try to make it your own. Even if you memorize it, try to have connection with the question. Pick up a topic that would relate to yourself, like what Sam said a while ago. Mahaba yung question, try to think of a connection that has on your life, then use it, elaborate it. Your speech a while ago was well delivered, but please try to avoid starting your speech with so. You say so after you mention something, so it's a conclusion. So you don't start your speech with the conclusion because you haven't started into it. But overall, you have a good voice, good presence. You look at everyone. One more thing. Since Toots mentioned a while ago about trying to converse with someone, it's a coffee table conversation to eliminate the jittery. When you talk, when you look, try to look at one person and talk to that, then move, talk to that, then you're like having a conversation with someone, not delivering an oratorical speech na no one cares to listen. Because in this kind of speech, they want to know more about you. So if you look at someone, try to look at their eye. 2 seconds, then move. 2 seconds, but don't count. Try to make it natural. When you're talking to someone, who among you are teachers? Okay, you're talking to students. Okay, especially if you want to point out, talk, look, face, and the students will remember you. Because tingnan ako ni teacher. Because I'm a teacher also. And my students will come to me, sir, this is good, very good. One of them, very good. So they enjoy, they what do you call it? They treasure it when you give attention. So when you're talking, try to give the judge impression also that you're talking to them. But don't look at them now because you're talking to a lot of people. Judges, people, judges. People, judges. Especially kung guwapo, look at me. But I cannot talk about
Good afternoon. My name is Carla M. Macaraag, 18 years young from Binibining Bayambang, Pangasinan. I'm studying at Pangasinan State University. I'm studying Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Music, Arts, Physical Education and Health at Pangasinan State University Bayambang campus. I am fond in playing volleyball. I can dance and I play guitar since it's a requirement of being a major, I think. And I'm a boyish person. And I hate disappointing people, and I think it's my weakness. My strength is making people happy, and my fear is speaking in front of a huge crowd. So thank you.
Hello, Carla. So now, congratulations. No, you were very thorough in your explaining yourself, your hobbies, etc. And you actually did very good. You were very good in your stance. Your stand, so mentioned in your previous feedback, no? And you were very, you really got to know more about you, which is really the point of icebreaker. If I could give you one maybe pointers or areas you can improve on if you do when you will be doing this, no? I mean, I noticed that you were kind of moving your hands. Again, just try, maybe that's a nervousness that you have. And just simply try to relax, you know. I mean, try to maybe before you come in or they call you on stage, maybe you can just do the simple, you know, like shake yourself, you know, try to get all the nervousness out of your system, and try to one deep breath, and then when you're called in, when you're ready, everybody, all the lights are ready with you, you can at least you already gotten all your nervousness out of you, and maybe it will be much easier to really expand or to question that. But you did a very good job. I think you did a very good job in terms of getting to introduce you to us, to your fellow candidates. So congratulations.
Candidate number 21. 22.
Hello everyone, I am Riza Diego, 24 years old, and proudly representing the beautiful place of Telbang. I am a graduate of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in chemistry, and currently a working student, working as a barangay secretary at the same place, and enrolled in thesis writing for my Master of Arts in Science Education. After a year of graduating in college, I taught in college teaching biochem and physics. After that, I became a property specialist for Tagaytay Highlands. After which, I tried joining the police force as a PO1 and tried my luck in the Philippine National Police Academy, where I was one of the lucky 402 passers at the time. But my mom refused in joining PNPA. Now I am joining Binibining Bayambang 2017. It is because I really love Bayambang. I have bigger dreams of representing my town to national competition and even the Philippines in the international competitions. I know I could make it happen, for I am a person of perseverance, hard work, and commitment. Thank you.
How do we call you? Risa po.
Risa.
Oh, Risa. Yeah. Risa, what are your strengths? Your strengths are you exude confidence. You came here and then you looked at us, and by the way, this is one secret. For you to erase some nervousness, just imagine that all of us judges and all of the people in the audience may utang sa'yo. But so that's how you projected yourself. You had confidence, and I like that you were emphatic when you mentioned that you joined the PNP. Well, you threatened to join the Philippine National Police. And I think it was a good suggestion that your mother didn't allow you. Otherwise, you will be the battalion mascot. No, the battalion muse. Wow. The world of PNP is anyway, you were able to let us have a glimpse of who you are and what you aspire for. And it was also interesting that you were able to tell us a few assets about yourself. You teach physics. Is that physical education? I'm losing, but anyway, you were able to tell us quite a bit about yourself, which is what all of you would like to do. Speak in a conversational manner. Yes, you can speak with emphatic. You put emphasis in what you're saying. The judges, they look for conviction. They look for confidence.
and they look for charm. Oh, triad dyan ha. Conviction, confidence, and charm. It would be a good idea for you to have that. Now, before the contest, well, this is an icebreaker. Think about that. Think about who you are, what you have, and what you want to share. Not just to the audience, but to the whole world. And then you'll be okay. All of you. And all of you will win in the Miss Bayambang Beauty Contest. Kulang ang trophy para sa inyong lahat. Congratulations at Ortigas.
23. Okay, give yourselves a round of applause. You did a great job. First round pa lang, yeah, yes. We already established the baseline of your performance. Pagdamdami guys. It's just an evaluation, pure evaluation of your performance. For you to improve further. Continuation. What do these candidates have in common?
They're all girls.
That is one answer. That is one answer I've anticipated. Yes, they're all girls.
They have all crowns.
Exactly. They have all crowns. Next at the back.
They are also very beautiful.
Indeed, they're
all
beautiful.
smiling inside and out.
More? Any more?
They look confidently beautiful.
My challenge to you girls is not only for you to represent this town by Bayambang. Can you reach that?
Easy. Why not? Yes.
Can you reach that? Now, all of these are women, as said. Now, a question posed in the 1994 Miss Universe, which looks like 1994, I wasn't born yet. Maybe most of you, but you were born yet. The question is, the final question for Miss India is, what is the essence of being a woman? Lalaki pa, pakilang ko yun. Can you answer this question in less than 30 seconds?
As Rita said, and stand right here please, and your question is, what for you is the essence of being a woman?
I think being a woman by itself, the very fact that you're a woman is a gift of God, which all of us must appreciate. The origin of a child is a mother, and is a woman. And a woman is the one who shares love, and who shares and shows a man what love, caring, sharing is all about. That is the sense of a woman.
That only took 24 seconds.
Wow.
I'm giving you 10 seconds to digest what you have heard. Then I'll call at random to evaluate her speech.
You can write down so that you could. Can I answer?
Just a very simple evaluation. First, candidate number 14. Who's candidate number 14? What is your first impression? What is your analysis of her speech?
Miss India answered it through confidently with the heart. Can I speak Tagalog? Express niya lang po yung sarili niya kung anong alam niya po tungkol sa isang babae. Dahil ang isang babae po, wala po tayo dito kung wala pong ating mga nanay. Wala po tayong mamahalin bilang mga lalaki kung wala pong mga babae. Yun lang po.
Please clap for candidate number 14. Very good evaluation. My take on that is, the first 2 seconds you've heard and I saw a lot of you react to that When you say probably the mind is still processing what you're trying to say. And saying is already a sign of weakness. Do you agree?
Yes.
But she was able to elaborate three main highlights, which we will discuss later on. Now, the very reason.
During the commercial break, we randomly picked an order. Philippines is first. Here we go. Join me at center stage. Philippines. All right. What is the most significant change you've seen in the world in the last 10 years?
Ano ang pinakamakabuluhang naganap na pangyayaring nakita mo sa mundo sa loob ng 10 taon?
In the last 10 years of being here in the world is that I saw all the people bringing in one event like this in Miss Universe. And it's something big to us that we are one. As one nation, we are all together. Thank you.
Okay, so what is your initial impression? Candidate number 10. Is she here? Number 12. Here also? 13 then.
Biglaan na.
13.
Actually, I got her point, but the thing is, she didn't deliver it well. And the facial expression, I think, the facial expression shows that she knows what she's saying. Yeah, something like that. Thank you.
Thank you for evaluation. On my part, is that most probably she memorized probably a plethora of questions. When she heard the question, maybe she, what answer did I memorize that would possibly fit this question? It didn't fit quite well. So do not memorize. You try to digest it and blurt it out appropriately. Here's one example. If I memorize, saan ka pupunta, Mare? Ladies and gentlemen, reach for the stars. I only, saan ka pupunta? The question I've asked is not directly related to the question. I only ask, where are you going? Probably going to the comfort room. I'm probably going to the canteen. But ladies and gentlemen, reach for the stars. Yes, you're going somewhere. You're going to the stars. Is that an appropriate answer?
Reach for the canteen.
Now, should we use Filipino or English? From an academic standpoint, from those who are already teaching, you already know that we treat Filipino and English language the same. There is no superior language. Here's the catch. There is a perceived bias in us Filipinos that when you speak English, you're smarter, isn't it? Now, it's either you use that kind of reasoning or this. Listen to what I'm going to say. Use a language you're most comfortable with. Use the language hindi ka mukha kayong tanga. You won't make a fool out of yourself. Because if you try to use English, but you are eloquent in Filipino, magtatawanan ka lang. So I want you to set aside the notion that English is a more superior language compared to Filipino. From what you've heard from the previous two videos, 30 seconds can make or break you. You have prepared much, you have wasted a lot of money, but those 30 seconds will finally define you if you are Binibining Bayambang or not. Who here has a grasp of what 30 seconds is? So let's waste time in 30 seconds. I want you to think nothing at all. Just silence for 30 seconds and gauge whether or not it is too long or too short for you. When it is silent, 30 seconds, when we're thinking nothing, 30 seconds is a long time, isn't it? Probably in your perspective, in our perspective, the millennial generation, 30 seconds is quite short because we listen to music. That is our basis of what 30 seconds is. Now, what we're going to tackle is, how are you going to organize your speech? How do we get to our point? How to say it? Vocal variety, and your body language. What are the benefits of an organized speech? First is, it is easier to understand. We immediately get what they're trying to say. We don't need to infer what we're trying to say. Second is easier to remember. Don't you want that the judges will remember you because you are smart enough? You organize your speech well. This is important. Sound more credible. Sound more credible. And lastly, inject humor. You perceive it as to be more an enjoyable experience for them. Not only for you, but for the audience. Make them feel that kapamilya sila. As what Toastmaster Toots said, it is a fun conversation, make it a conversationalist rather than an oratorical delivery. Now the aims of this workshop is to create a mental outline. I guess some of you researched on how to develop a written outline, how to write an essay, but have you ever wondered how to properly create a mental outline? Craft an effective opening and craft an effective conclusion. So how do you develop an opening? Let's start with the bad. Don't stand in front and apologize, because once you apologize, you already tarnish your image that, oh, this girl doesn't know what she's talking about. I won't dare listen to her. Tell a joke or story that doesn't relate to the topic. If the topic is about gender equality, do not start with, what is beauty if the pant is dirty? It may sound funny, but does it relate to the topic? Third is a commonplace observation. Do not deliver something that everybody knows well, because once they've heard it, it sounds like a broken record in their heads, and they don't want to listen to you. A good opening statement should be an attention getter, a challenging question. You must, as much as possible, use a question that encapsulates what characteristic your audience has. For example, if all your audiences are mothers, start with, who here is a mother? Naririgan your attention. An appropriate quotation and an attention-getting generalizations that ties with your subject. Now, when we write essays during high school and college, when we draft the body, we have many sub-points, we have many main points. But the rule of thumb in creating a speech, usually a rudimentary outline is choose two at the most and elaborate on each main point and sub-point. Now each main point must have a sub-point and a sub-point material. It must have the following for you to develop credibility. You state statistics, testimony, examples, stories, or anecdotes and facts. It's very hard to develop credibility. It's like developing trust. You need to give them concrete answers. Give them concrete facts on why they should believe you. Now here's the most important, one of the most important. The judges are expecting, normally, answer with the highest social value. Anong kinalaman ko dyan? Anong paki ko dyan? Highest social value. When we talk of, it is better to talk about politics rather than what trouble I'm having with my computer. What if they don't have a computer? We all belong to a society in which we care about something. Highest social value matters. The conclusion is your final call, is your final opportunity to convey your message, to reinforce the ideas you have made. Conclude with a lasting, explosive remark that will remember you. Remember, has anyone watched the vice presidential debates before? Still remember the last message of Lenny Robredo? May the last woman win. And that is what made her. That's what defined her. What makes you unique? What makes you stand out above the rest? Make an explosive remark that will etch in their minds, that will be etched in their heads. And resist the temptation to introduce new material. When you say, oh, kalimutan ko yung, I forgot to say this. Because once you introduce a new material, it sounds like you haven't developed your outline properly. You haven't come up with all the information you need to deliver in one punch. This is an example of an outline in written and in oral. Ideally, this is what you want. Now, but in practice, you only need to think of three characteristics. First is your speech purpose. Later on, we will discuss what speech purpose is. Do not think of grammar. Do not think of every word you're going to utter. Because you don't have the time to think about grammar. You don't have the time to think about the words you're going to say. You only have 30 minutes, girls. 30 seconds, I think. And you should only think about 3 to 5 keywords. And I said again, the outline that I showed you earlier is an ideal situation. But in practice, this will do. This will suffice, especially in a fast-paced impromptu speak. 3 to 5 keywords. Now let's analyze what Miss India said. Just being a woman, God's gift, blah blah blah. The keywords: God's gift, origin, sharing. Those were the keywords she composed in 2 seconds. And then, once she wrote out her speech, the mind overtakes. Sometimes when we're in front of an audience, adrenaline helps us think faster. In speech purpose, there are 4 general purposes of presentation. What I'm doing is to inform. There's also to persuade, to entertain, and to inspire.
mostly in beauty contests, you use power to persuade. First, you organize your message, as I said earlier. Use logic. For example, if there is a problem with government being lazy on tricycle drivers standing around the sidewalks, you say, my children cannot go to school immediately. They are stuck in traffic and they have to walk long distances just to arrive to school because the tricycles are there being blocked. Use emotion, appeal to the emotion. Use a very sensitive emotion. As Filipinos, we tend to share love and sorrow. That is why we are ranked the most emotional people in the world. That is easier to grasp. The most emotional people, tayo mga Pilipino, napaka-emotional. In Persuade with Power, there are two types where you can organize your message. First is problem solution. State the problem and obviously state the solution. But there's a better way, it's called comparative advantage, wherein you state the problem, discuss all probably 5 possible solutions, and dictate the advantages and disadvantages of each solution. This in what way that they can grasp that you have a lot of knowledge with that idea. Comparative advantage. But if you can think of all the possible solutions in 2 seconds, problem solution will suffice. Inspire your audience. First is to change the status quo. What is happening now? You need to persuade them that this is not right. Or things can change. Things can change for the better. You need to inspire your audience. Inspire them so that you can get their attention. And say it, of course, with drama. Nah. The counselor needs to be blah 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 blah. Don't be monotonous. Even if you have the rhythm, if the rhythm repeats itself, overall it sounds monotonous. And it doesn't have value or it doesn't convey any message to your audience. Now, how to say it? How do you choose words, appropriate words for your speech? Right for the ear, be specific, use vivid words, incorporate rhetorical devices, use words economically, and watch for jargon. We will discuss this a little bit further. Use sensory language. We have sight, we have touch, we have smell. You have to connect with your audience that what you are feeling, I am feeling it too. For example, sight. The dizzy special effects of the martial arts scenes. When we incorporate the word dizzy, your audience can already connect what you are trying to say. If it's dizzying here, probably it's already dizzying to you. Nakakahilo. Let me go further. Smell, sound, taste, and touch. Use words that appeal to the senses, what I'm trying to say. Because you need to let your audience feel, see, smell what you are experiencing. Because if they can connect what they're seeing and smelling, there's a barrier here, people. be specific. For example, criminal. There are various types of criminals. If you want to say a pickpocket, the audience, there's no vagueness. What I'm trying to say, hindi sila vague. Kung criminal ka, pwede kang plunderer. But if you want to be specific, pickpocket, childish versus youthful. It is better to use youthful because childish means, there's a second meaning means immature. Childish probably means immature. Youthful, energetic, right? Proud, confident. As Filipinos, when we say proud, yabang. Confident, I'm confident, but am I proud? Use vivid words. Use words to elaborate further your point. For example, this proposal will result in more money for our school. It would be better. This proposal will boost the school's income by 100,000 pesos, enough to buy new textbooks and classroom supplies for next year. So rather than state that we will have more money, ano ba ko dyan kung may maraming money? What is the end result of that more income? We were able to buy new textbooks. We were able to supply new classrooms. What can we do with that money? Select the right verbs. Speak, shout, whisper, scream. All of this might be the same to you because speak, right? I might be speaking. I'm speaking. Yes, I am speaking. Am I speaking? I am speaking. But it's better if you relate the right verb. Shout, whisper, and scream. Use specific verbs. I said earlier by Toastmaster Sam, use the active voice rather than the passive. One, because it is shorter than the passive. Basically, you only have 30 seconds. You count how many syllables the active phrase has versus the passive. Active has 5, 9 has 9. Can you imagine you uttering 4 more syllables in a span of 30 seconds? It's a time waste, it's time consuming. Use the active voice. Incorporate rhetorical devices. Of course, when we were probably grade 4, grade 5, grade 6, we already studied this. Simile, metaphor, alliteration, and triads. Probably what is new to you is alliteration and triads. Simile is a comparison that uses the words like or as. Examples, as big as an elephant. For you to give more emphasis and to give them an image on how really an object is. Probably as big as an airplane, as big as a tower, as black as coal, as brave as a lion, dance like no one is watching. Of course, there's also metaphor. This is figure of speech, which makes an implicit, implied, or hidden comparison between two things. Ignorance is a cancer that must be cured. Ignorance is not actually cancer, but it is implied that it must be cured. Ignorance must be cured. A typical teenage boy's room is a disaster area. Here's a new one, alliteration. Repetition of the same sounds or the same kind of sounds at the beginning, words or in stressed syllables. Notice the words in red. The beautiful bouquet blossomed in the bright sun. B, 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 B. Letter B is the barbarians broke through the barricade. Triad, rule 3. This is where Toastmasters really impress you to use the rule of three. Friends, Romans, countrymen, blood, sweat, and tears. Our priorities are education, education, education. Another is location, location, location. For you to give emphasis. If you use triads, maybe it would be best if you use triads among those that I have given. Now, watch for jargon. Now, if you think you have a high mental capacity and I scanned through the dictionary here. Here is what most likely describes it well. Conceptualize, finalize, operational, output, strategize. Those are very technical terms. Will your audience get it? So it's better to use imagine, finish, working, results, plan. It is easier for the mind to grasp rather than conceptualize. Lalim yan, bro. Why am I saying this? For jargon. For those who have Tagalog statistics, what is this? This is a scatter plot diagram. This represents the grade. These are all presidential speeches. Speech grade level and the year. Notice that there's a trend downward from Abraham Lincoln to George W. Bush. What do you see? The mode at which they speak English, pababa ng pababa. Why? And yet their popularity per year soars higher than the previous. Because it is easier to connect with your people if you use simple language. Why? Why am I saying this? Because in an evolutionary standpoint, many think that if we use hard words or difficult words, oy, matalino. Oy, you're smart. Here's why. The trend is going down because from an evolutionary standpoint, as humans, we do not like stress. Ayaw natin ang stress. Now, once we process the difficult words, nasi-stress ang utak natin. We do not like stress often. That is why, in the long run, when you speak difficult words as compared to those who speak simpler words, they best connect those who speak. Hindi nasi-stress ang utak nila. Kaya mas nakakapagod ka. When you say difficult words, they use more brain power. Ayaw nilang nawawala yung energy sa utak nila. Especially if you use words that they do not know. Okay, vocal variety. This ends my part.
We will. I think we're going to have a break. Let's have a break. Okay.
Oras na. Gutom na ako. Kala ko gutom na rin kayo.
It's 4:10, so make sure about 4:20. Okay, the food is there.
Okay.
So that you can also have time to go to the next room.
Sige, pwede kayo mag-toilet break, answer break, pwede sa labas.
Let's have a break first.
Bawal pala dito. Another review.
For examination sa ating mga old.
Okay. Yeah. Sige, I will try to make it Kaya natin, mahihayin ako eh.
He's looking for a good mentor. Good looking. It's like the father is looking public speaking. Pinilipine pa namin kasi yung medyo mahaba.